Welcome to Growling Bed. I don't know what. Think it's just gonna be called Growling Bed. I'll be attending the committee meeting from VOI Network to listen along and perhaps have a little bit of a talk. I thought it would be perhaps a good idea to for once record it and place it on my completely abandoned YouTube channel for now. So we'll just wait until everybody comes on Discord, and then we'll follow along. The points I want to bring up for myself, uh, things coming to mind. I really need to close a whole damn load of shit on my desktop. The things that I primarily want to talk about is the status regarding the protocol. If there are any upgrades having been done last few months, year, and who will do that, where the core team has been going. Like Benedict, Chris is kind of active. Benedict has completely disappeared as far as I can tell. Also a way to track centralization. Like there's currently not a lot of online tools or resources available to track how centralized the network is. Also addressing the liquidity issues. Strongly tied into centralization concerns. At the moment, as far as I know, about $60,000 of total value locked, which means that any number of cash can buy you into the money and stall the network. It's also a bit of concerns that have been coming my way, not directed at me, but in the wider Algorand community, as I see the sentiment towards VOI, why everyone says it's completely dead right now. Those are the things that come to mind. So it's why I want to give my perspective. I'm not officially involved with VOI. I've been running a node on it since the early testnet. I am pretty invested in it. Well, pretty invested. It's basically worthless at this point, so it doesn't really matter. But I do have how do you say that? Yeah, thinking of an expression, but I can't. It doesn't come to mind. So I'm not fully impartial. Anyways, we'll wait till they come online. Yeah. And so we're dead. I'll transition to custom webcam. I will listen in.
Yeah, let's get you up here.
Hey, Bagman.
Hey, how we doing, Ludo?
I got some cold or something, but I'm fine, thanks.
It's a bummer. I know it's for me here, it's like allergy season, like crazy. All sorts of pollen in the air.
Yeah,
Little
I was
stuff.
at Prague like last weekend,
Oh, nice.
and
How'd that go?
catch something.
Yeah. Hopefully it's not hantavirus.
Hopefully.
Oh man, how was the conference?
It was fine.
Yeah. Did you participate in any hackathons or anything while you were there?
Yeah, I built the Redis implementation in .NET for with decentralized storage transform.
Oh, cool. Yeah, that's awesome. Were there any other interesting, inspiring things that you saw while you were there?
Um, I don't know. I think that Vitalik talked too much about the quantum security. Not too much, too less. Like he
Too
didn't
late.
mention it at all.
I know it's kind of interesting. It's like everybody was all up in arms about the quantum stuff like a couple months ago, and then it's kind of quiet again.
And like some guys even doubt that Algorand has anything meaningful, and they told that maximum they will have like Falcon 500 signature. But actually, when I showed the guys, like it has already this quantum, the Falcon 1024 algorithm in place. So they were quite surprised.
That's awesome. That's so funny. So have you done any of those Falcon signatures already? Just like,
Not yet, but I'm planning during the VOI hackathon,
yeah.
hopefully. But yeah, we need to upgrade the network.
Yeah, totally. No, I know that's something that's kind of big because, you know, it'd be really good to have Envoy, and I know Shelly's done he's done a few signatures with the Falcon signature system, but yeah, it's limited to, what he's done. I think they're just pretty much can't
Yeah,
remember
because
exactly.
technically what I have in progress is the on-chain wallet, where
Hmm.
you can delegate to some other accounts, like how to like the limits on how they can sign, and
Hmm.
these other accounts can be kind of the multi-sig type of the accounts and stuff like this.
Hmm.
So the thing is, if we create like first multi-sig quantum Falcon 1000 algorithm wallet, it would be pretty big thing, I think,
No,
for whole industry.
yeah, absolutely, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, and it's a good place to kind of focus on too, just because you got, momentum and the just the security aspect of it. Yeah, I don't know when the the upgrade might be happening. I don't know. Maybe Nuss has an idea if it's been talked about recently or not, but it should it should be like a higher priority, I think, for the network. I
Oh,
think
and by the way, one day before the hackathon at it Prague, they unsuspended my account
oh, nice.
in GitHub, so I'm fully back.
Oh, that's awesome.
Or kind of fully. There are still some repos which are blocked, but oh yeah, I'm on
Did you,
good path. I have access to my whole history.
yeah, that's good. Did they give you any idea of why it got
No,
blocked?
no response.
That's so annoying. It's such an important tool too, but luckily you had everything kind of saved locally.
Yes.
Nice. All right. Well, we can kind of get started here too. I don't know if anybody else wants to come up and join and have a conversation, but since you're up here, we can start with any Aramid updates or anything like that.
And Daniel was also on some vacation in
Mm-hmm.
Spain this weekend. So he didn't have much time, but he promised me that we'll reply and try to solve all the tickets that Aramid has. So yeah, uh, the thing that we discussed last week is not solved yet. Many of the tickets that we solved like few weeks ago should be, and I'm not aware of any new tickets at the moment, but I didn't check.
Yeah.
Uh,
And
but
used it a couple times or a few times within the last week or so. So I haven't had any other transactions get stuck recently. So and I know we're we're planning on moving. Excuse me. Um, some unit in between the chains.
yeah,
From
I see there's some pending transaction or failed transaction 4 days ago. 100 VOI tried to bridge to base, but I don't understand why people does not claim, like why they don't finish the transaction, the claiming process mainly. But
is that just for base, the claim?
no, because when you are bridging to EVM, you
Mhm.
still have to claim the transaction on the base or Arbitrum.
Mm.
So, yeah, all this has the claim data and proof basically created, but the people didn't claim it within like a few days or 1 day or what is the limit there.
I'm
So
curious if
yeah, it's strange.
yeah, and it's been a long time since I tried to bridge to base, and I have like I don't know a small amount of VOI over on base right now. Um, but I'm curious because I know that we've or at least Shelley's worked on the unit claim that uses agentic X402 like process. Um, I wonder if that might be a way to improve the process on your guys' end to automate some of that claiming using some of the like agentic workflows.
Oh, well, you have to sign the transaction on Ethereum side, like
Right.
when we are bridging to Ethereum.
If you
So it's
could,
a little bit difficult to do with agenting thing because
mm,
you have the Ethereum account or in the agent, right? Setup.
mhm. Yeah, and I think the way that we have it set up is you connect your both wallets, right? And so that's kind of how it has to happen. Whereas I know that like if you're if you're bridging to like ETH, you don't technically have to connect your wallet to the receiving wallet to to Aramid.
Hmm.
But it could be, could be something like if it was for base, you connect your base wallet and then it would ask for like an extra base signature. I don't know. Just a thought.
Hmm. So the hackathon, does it has any time when there is going to be like startup meeting or something?
I'm not 100% sure. Let's Fury, what do you say?
I haven't seen any link to registration or something. So
Yeah, there's a link there. Let's see if Fury, how we doing,
I
man?
reposted the Twitter post, but yeah, I haven't seen any link to the hackathon. But the picture is nice.
No, we can't hear you, Fury. All right, maybe he'll reset. Yeah, I'm working on my game a little bit with Scotty actually. I've got a couple last minute things that I've asked Scotty to help me out with. And yeah.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Yep.
Posted the hackathon registration link a week ago in announcement channel.
Announcement channel. All right, let me pull it up. Yeah, there it is. Boom. apply here.
Yeah, I
Cool.
also announced, I think so, 2 posts on VOI Twitter channel.
I'll post it in here too. And then I know that Ludo here was asking about are there going to be any meetings to kind of kick things off, or how's it all gonna run?
So yeah, firstly I need to know how many participants. So far I have not got even single registration.
All right, let me make sure that you get at least one right now. And anybody else who's in the audience that's listening, encourage you guys to sign up.
I DM'd once last week to Chris saying that link is live, and as he asked me like when it's hackathon, and he's developed something to participate in hackathon with. So, but I don't know. He has also not registered yet.
Okay.
I think so. You also need to register as judge.
Yeah, I'll poke him.
Okay, no is joining stage.
Good morning,
Guess
guys.
I'm gonna say team. Good morning. How you doing?
Doing good, man. So I had a question about the judges, and with me being on the council, can I still submit a project?
Yeah, sure. If you are submitting the project, you cannot be judged. That's the same wording say. Only criteria. And if you are not submitting a project yet, then you can be a judge.
Okay. Cool. That was it, and I didn't know anything on the update on the update. So it was discussed, but I don't know where we're at with that. I think we're waiting on block authority.
Can I add my GitHub repository later?
Like
Yes,
the
yes, not a
submission.
problem. If you are not like having any project, so just applying for judge, then you don't need to fill the other fields.
No, I would like to apply as a candidate, but I don't want to provide the project name or GitHub at the moment because I'm not sure like, at the moment like exactly for this. Like there should be other form for the project submission, no? Or can one team submit multiple projects?
One team, multiple projects. So how many team members will be there in that project? Like you yourself, or do you have any team members?
Also, I don't know at the moment. It will be at least me.
Okay.
And
So what you can do is
doesn't matter?
I suggest you do it. No, actually, but for what you can say, at least registration purpose, I would suggest that you at least add some kind of name. That name can be changed later, not a problem. But at least name I expect, so I can have an idea of like how many game types of developers are presenting, how many NFT or DeFi or some kind of that is being developed. So I can know that what kind of projects environment I will be having.
Sweet. Yeah, I left the GitHub repo blank for now. It's not. I don't think it's public at the
Okay.
moment. Yeah, it's a private
No
repo
problem.
right now, and it's not complete. Obviously, I'm saving some of it to be worked on over the weekend, and but yeah, what I'll also do is I'll just I'll send out some DMs to some people that I know that are interested in participating and seeing if we can get them to join. Ooh, we got Taco. What's up, Taco?
Hey, Ludo.
GM Taco. How you doing, man?
Hello.
My friend Scotchka has $100 locked somewhere in the Aramid Bridge. That needs to get fixed.
Oh, okay. Do you know the ticket number he created?
I do not. I don't know why he's not here right now. It's weird.
Yeah, but I think he was here last week, right?
Right. But I'm just here to complain about Aramid because apparently it's broken. I can't buy VOI right now. I can't onboard any VOI. I can't onboard any USD Envoy. I don't trust it, so like, something's not right. So I'm kind of disappointed.
Actually, transactions are passing through, and you can see them at explorer.aramid.finance.
So I could go buy VOI on Algo and transfer it to VOI on the Aramid Bridge
Yes,
with the VOI wallet.
yes.
Okay, I'll give it a try later. If not, I'm gonna come bitch. Okay.
Okay.
It's I was just saying to Ludo, I did do a few test transactions last week, and yeah, it was working just fine for me again.
So hey Ludo, if I have Scotchka DM you on Discord directly with the ticket number or whatever he has a problem with, would you be willing to help him out?
Sure.
I just don't want to hear
And
community members losing money. That doesn't make me confident in our blockchain.
yeah, it's
I got a little insight.
well, the worst case scenario is that this money gets locked for some time while some tickets get solved. It's not that this money would be lost. So yeah, this is how the bridge was
Yeah,
basically
I
designed.
just
Like,
want the bridge working 100%, 100% of the time, so that we can onboard people that way. Because if you can't onboard and offboard VOI, if you don't have any way to buy it or sell it, well, that bridge is the only thing we got right now. And if that is not working 100% of the time, then we have a huge problem with our network. You get what I'm saying? So like, you have a huge important job, to keep that going. And we
I
gave you grant
understand.
money to make sure that happens. I know. I'm glad you do. No, I'm glad you understand that. Appreciate the acknowledgement.
Hey, I got
Taco.
some insight on that. It was Scotcha. He did something wrong there with it, so it was an error on his part. And it's kind of like on another chain. If you don't put the transaction ID in it, you lose your $200 worth of Stellar or XL or XRP. It's kind of something like that. I think.
I just really like the I buy VOI method, and then that goes through Aramid, and then you can onboard with like a credit card, debit card, anything. So it's super convenient, super nice, and I haven't done it in a while because of that Scotchka thing. But Ludo, good to hear that everything's working well.
Yeah,
Thank you.
for the record from the last week, like there was like something like 100 transactions, and only one was not successful because user did not claim on base side.
Okay, because
So
I'm gonna go buy some algo, and then I'm gonna transfer that to VOI, and then I'm gonna buy
great.
some more GM. Because right now I don't have any more like VOI available. That's not in the staking contract or locked up on DorkFi. So I need to buy some. Like, and the price seems pretty good right now. I mean, it seems decent. It's went down like a 98%. So I don't know how much further it can go.
Hey, Taco, on a separate note, you should definitely try that. And then I think try the iBuyVoy.com because
Yeah,
that
I'll do that later on today for sure. You know, I've been
you-
buying Bitcoin with my business. So, I mean, I'll buy some VOI with my business debit card. I have no problem doing that. Not at all.
and then question for you, we were just talking about before you joined, we were talking about the hackathon, which is happening over the weekend. I'm curious if you're planning on submitting a project.
Not at all. I'm not submitting a project at all. I'm happy to hear that you guys are doing a hackathon. Hopefully, it's a good turnout. We had a space the other night. I joined just after you'd left, so I heard all about it, and I met Sleepy something, and he seems like a really good guy. He built this game. Um, just looking forward to seeing what comes out of it, man. Like, good job,
Is it
everybody putting that together. Like, I'm happy.
Sleepy's the Australian gentleman?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll make sure I get in his DMs to sign up as well because what we're trying to do right now is there's a sign up form, and Fury needs to know who's going to be participating in it. So and from at least my count, there's probably somewhere around 10 projects, 10 people that are going to be submitting something, and it'd be kind of cool to. I'd love to try to submit two projects if possible, two games specifically. But yeah, we'll see. I'm working with yeah, I'm working with Scotty on getting some help from him to get my Plinko game going. Johnny
You said
Bear, nice. I see that he's got a comment in there so far. Airmid has always worked
cool.
for me,
Yeah.
but yeah, as the bridge, it should be working perfectly. Yeah, as the only bridge.
Who's in charge here right now? Like, who's got the most? Us? Are you in charge? Are you the only community, like, actual council member here?
Technically, I'm the committee lead for this meeting. So
You're
I
still
run.
doing that? Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, I'm
Fuck
still
yeah.
doing that.
Nice. Oh, this is just the Voyager committee. This is a Voyager committee. This isn't council meeting. That's
No.
why Scott is not here.
Yeah,
He doesn't have to be here if he don't want to be.
right. Yeah, exactly. This is just Voyager committee, and we're talking about the initiatives that we've been, setting up and working on for quite some time now. And the kind of the hot topic one is the hackathon, which happens to be this weekend, starting on Friday. And if you could, it would be really great, Taco, because I know you got a lot of reach. If you could share out this link, and here I'll give you a little bit of announcement material as well on your Twitter account. That'd be really helpful. I don't know, take the announcement and maybe like reformat it using GPT or something. Um, or Gemini. I know you like to use Gemini. And I've started using a little bit of Gemini as well. But
Gemini's so good. It's so fast. And if you go too fast, though, it'll be like, hey, slow down.
yeah,
But I could probably pay for like a premium version. But I just use the freemium version on my phone, Like, it's
yeah,
just so
yeah,
fast. So much
it's
faster than ChatGPT for generating images.
sure. No, and it works well. But yeah, if you could like take this announcement that I posted in the chat, and I don't know, you can do it
Yeah,
whatever way
definitely. I'm on it.
get it into Twitter characters. It'd be great to get some more traction on Twitter, and we can all go and like and retweet and do all that fun stuff as well. I think that would be helpful. We're kind of a couple days ahead of it, and there hasn't been as much build up to the hackathon as
Yeah,
we'd
I
like.
took a screenshot, so
We're running
I'll throw that into Gemini and just have it write me
Yeah.
up a few tweets or something and tweet it out with the Taco account.
Sweet.
Because Taco account doesn't worry about price anymore about Taco Coin. Taco account is just a meme. Taco Coin is just a meme anymore. Like people could use it, but they don't. So like it's just a meme. I don't even focus on it anymore. Barely at all. I just use the account to tweet out things that I want exposure for.
Yeah, totally. So would appreciate
But
that
I
because
did it. I did. Hey, just to be clear, I promises were kept with Taco that were made. All promises made were kept. Just like with GM. You know?
appreciate it. And yeah, there's like 3,000 WAD as a rewards pool as well. So, that's a good thing. Um, yeah, it's quite a bit of WAD at this point. So, yeah, at any rate, if you know anybody or if you have any ideas for games and stuff, I know you've talked about it previously. If you know any developers that you might want to have build a game for you or work on a game for you,
Yeah,
that
I've sent one to Dave. I sent one over to Dave, and he said it wouldn't take very long for him to actually just like sit down and integrate. Probably like a half an hour. He said max, but he just hasn't had time apparently to dedicate to that. So maybe I could hit him up and be like, "Hey, are you going to be part of the hackathon? Could you knock this out?"
yeah, yeah, I would ask him if he can help you, and maybe you're the submitter. I don't know if he's going to be a judge. We also need judges, so if you are like available,
No,
I think
not at all. Not at all.
you don't want to
Friday and
judge.
Saturdays are my busy days at the restaurant.
You don't want to judge, though.
Can't. Don't have time.
I gotcha.
Being real with you.
No, totally. It's good that you're real. But yeah, at any rate, we've got 4 so far submissions. It sounds like, and Fury's submitted to be a judge. I think maybe Haruf down there, if he's interested in being a judge or if he has an idea for a game or a project or something, be great. Copernicus, I know that you're always around. Really appreciate you joining. So if you want to judge or submit a project, it'd be great to have your participation. And same with Johnny Bear. If you're available to judge or if you got an idea, it'd be awesome to get some more people to come up and participate in it. So there's supposed to be 5 judges, and we still need at least 4. So, and I think another person that we can reach out to ask about being a judge would be, Bogan. I know that he's stepped down from his council position, but he might be a good person to see if he's interested in judging. I know he's still around and he still wants to support the ecosystem. So it might be a good way to, um, get him involved. And I'm sure we can. I'll reach out to Scotchka as well and to see if he's interested in being a judge as well. So and you said there's some incentives for judges too. What are those incentives, Fury? Some WAD. Okay, great. If that's something that I know that Scotchka would be very interested in. Um, so yeah, it's good. It's probably better if you're looking for some type of award to do it, to be a judge rather than to be somebody who submits, because you'll at least get something out of it. But I'm excited. Like I was saying before, I've got a game that I've been kind of working on in the background. It's Plinko. If you guys are familiar with the drop a Plinko in the carnival type of game.
How many can you drop at once? Are you going to have the ability to drop like 100 balls at once, 50 balls at once? Just
right.
one at a
Yeah, right now it's up to 15. So or 14, I think. Let me pull up the game. But yeah, I think it's like 14, 15. I don't have a
wonder
link
what
to
the
it.
max could be. Like, because our blockchain's so fast, should be like, we should be able to like drop like 1,000,000 balls at once.
Yeah, I think you probably could do that, but it would be
That'd
like
be crazy, dude.
it'd be an interface thing that
That
would be
1,000,000 boy.
hard to do.
1,000,000.
Like
There we go.
how do you show 1,000,000 pieces on on your
I'm just
screen?
kidding. Like, that's ridiculous.
Yeah, but no, it kind of makes sense. I think with mine, it's like a max 16, so you can drop one, you can drop, or I'm sorry, max 50.
That's plenty. That's plenty.
So yeah, no, it's a lot, but there's also different board sizes with it too. So you have like 8.
So
Uh,
each drop is like one boy, or how does that work?
you can put bets on it, so you can bet
If
like point
you,
1, you can bet 50 boy, you can bet 5, you can bet 10, you can
the
bet
max is 50 boy though.
what's that?
The max is 50 boy.
Uh, yes, the max is 50 boy.
I wonder how much 50 boy is even worth. It's like,
It's not much. This
nah,
is more of like an MVP too at this point. So
yeah. Yeah, so you're definitely going to want to raise that.
yeah,
Maybe at least maybe like 10,000 boy per. I don't know. Some people are going to want to like, I don't know.
so and Taco, if you want to do the judging, which I think you'd be good at judging because you provide some good feedback. It Fury's saying it takes 2 days time to do the judging, and it's not on spot declaration. So it's like it's async where people submit, and then you would have time to like after work or whatever you could go through and make judgments, take notes, and you know. So if you want to be a judge, I think that'd be helpful. Yayo's down there. He'd be a great judge.
I'm not interested in judging. Thank you, though. I hope somebody is.
And yeah, 50 voy is an eighth of a penny. So I don't know. Maybe I'll increase it so that the minimums are like
500 boy.
Yeah.
Well, though you don't have to have a minimum. I would just have like a maximum of like 10,000 or something
Yeah.
like that. To where like that it's
People can-
worth.
yeah,
You could have one drop worth 10,000 void.
right. Yeah,
You know what I
totally.
mean? You could make it to where that one ball or whatever you want to call it that drops is worth 10,000 void.
Oh, for
I
sure.
mean, it's just changing the code, a little bit.
Yeah. And that's like I said, it's not finished yet. And still working on it. I was talking with Scotty last night. He's helping me a little bit on the smart contract side of things because like I have it all working. It just doesn't convert the openings yet. So, but you can sign the transaction. The boy goes through to the creator wallet, and then it's stuck at the moment. So it's still something that I need to work on. So I was without bothering Shelly too much because he's got a ton of stuff that he's been cranking on.
Yeah, I'm gonna submit the King of the Hill game. That's
Yeah, you should, man. That'd be great. So I think the more submissions, the more projects that we have in there, the better. And then we can kind of like showcase them. And with the games, like we can do something after the fact as well as like kind of point people and highlight them. Point people who are looking to see what's on the chain there. We can make some updates to the VOI directory as well, and
really gonna attract too many people. I don't know. That's just my opinion, though.
yeah, it's more of like I think the outcomes that we're looking for that we've discussed here is like, all right, we're looking to number one, hold some type of contest for people. We would like to attract some new developers if possible, but ultimately we want to like get some more activity up on chain and get reinvigorate the on-chain activity. And one of the best ways to do that is through a hackathon. And I think everybody here's been we've talked about it for a really long time. It's over a year. We've been talking about doing some type of hackathon. I think originally it was we did the NFT games, and then we were looking to do something very similar to this within like a couple months after, whether it was either like a gaming hackathon or at one point it was like token wars. I remember we were talking about that, but we didn't have a a token like a Rug Ninja or Pump Fun token launch pad. So
We
that
need
was
to do
kind of
something totally different than that.
yeah,
We already
exactly.
have we have games. All you gotta do is go to Nautilus and go to the Vibe Arcade. There's tons of games there. I mean, it's
But
still not attracting users. So, like,
no,
I don't
no,
understand why we're gonna build more games to attract no users again. Like, we need to bring on chain transactions. So, like, maybe the games will bring on chain transactions, but like arbitrage between Algorand and VOI, I think is really important. Like, there was a conversation last night in the spaces about creating transactions on chain. How can you do that? Like, how can we do more of that? Like, that's so important because that's going to bring users, right? So I hope this game thing works. It's not going to hurt anything. Like, it's cool, but as we move forward, I think we need to, think about how we're going to make more on-chain transactions, and bring on users, like more users, and because we have an ecosystem that works, right? We had a very bad botched launch where our token is now down 98% plus more. It's tough. So we gotta get things right. We gotta maneuver this ship in the right direction. That's why I'm excited for Scotty. Like to be in the president of this whole thing, so that he's got a vision. Because I feel like us as a community, we shouldn't have done the centralized exchange route. We should have just. But we all thought that was the right move at the time, right? So
yeah, it
just
was
moving forward, we got to make sure, because we have 80% of the tokens still. We got to make sure that we make the right moves forward, or we will fail. But we have enough room to like, even if we like had to sell some tokens to gain some money. But if we're ever selling tokens to gain like more money, right? Then we better have a damn good idea what we're going to do with.
yeah. What's your idea?
If it doesn't make money, it doesn't make sense.
That's a good motto.
I mean, shit, if I ran my business like
Are you there? You're cutting out like crazy.
yeah, I'm driving, sorry. But anyway,
okay.
let's make VOI profitable somehow. Like, let's have that be the vision.
Yeah, and, I don't know if you reviewed it because there was a policy change. You did provide some comments on it, and I don't know if you've listened through to
I
and
fully support your policy changes.
yeah. So it got passed, and I have a playbook for kind of implementing that change. And part of it, I think there's a recorded space or a recorded meeting on YouTube potentially. I'll have to go back and look where I specifically run through that playbook and kind of you know give ideas on how to reinvigorate things. Um, and I'd be happy to run through it again. But I've been kind of waiting on a new council. The newly elected council members to join in as well to kind of push the thing forward a little bit more. We don't have to wait. We can start implementing the plan, the narrative shift. But it's a pretty detailed and organized, you know, plan, if you will, for how to start to spark more involvement. And I think Johnny Bear came up and had some really good made some really good points last week as well about having a clear path for tokenomics if we increase the amount of block rewards. Just really kind of making sure that everybody knows that there's a clear plan in place that can is attractive for people who are looking to run nodes and participate in the ecosystem to just know that there's a stream of block rewards. And we have something in place. It's just it might not be the most attractive at the moment. So that was a big conversation we had last week was like, hey, do we increase the block rewards, or not?
Is
What did
that
you
gonna,
decide?
isn't
You cut out there.
What did you decide?
Oh, I don't think we came to any
I-
I don't think we came to any like clear decision. It was just mostly a conversation. What are your thoughts, Ludo, on increasing block rewards?
Oh, well, I'm a receiver of the block reward, so I'm 100% pro. But at some time at the future, you must distribute only basically algos or the VOI tokens that are going to be spent. Like, so if you distribute like 1 million VOI per I don't know month, so we must calculate that someone has to create like 1 billion transactions during some period, right?
Hmm.
So yeah.
Yeah, and Johnny, if you want to come up and bring up a couple other topics, now's a good time. I think we've moved into open discussion. You're welcome to join up. Yeah, let me let you up here.
Hey, so on the block,
Nuss, I think you're cutting out a little bit. I can't hear you.
Not little bit, but quite a lot, I would say.
Yeah, someone needs to put a proposal in for the blacklist.
Okay, nice. Johnny Bear, what are your thoughts, man? Welcome up. Appreciate you joining again. Can't hear you.
And by the way, regarding this distribution, Algo suffers basically the same thing. Like they still distribute a lot of algos, and the total transactions is still much less than the distributed algos.
Mm-hmm. Good
So,
point.
and if there is not going to be a scarcity for the token that pays the transaction, then there is a huge problem for this.
Yeah, and I mean that's like part of the reason why we're like, all right, let's try to figure out, what we can do in terms of like a hackathon to like burn tokens to get people to, start to use it with doing some gaming stuff and doing other things. But it's an attempt, and you obviously have to build up the amount of usage and making the token more scarce. But good points. Johnny Bear, are you there?
It should work now.
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, cool.
Sweet.
Some points. I don't know where to start. One thing I had an idea for, actually, that was for the algorithms for a game / token was something like stress token, where you put a bunch of algo or the VOI into a pool, and then once the pool reaches a certain amount of level, you distribute the reward token, but one per transaction. It's basically like what Oda tried to do for generating network activity and demonstrating the throughput capability of the network. So you put like a pool of 10,000 VOI, and then it goes to reward everyone that put one in, 1-to-1. So you put in 100 VOI and you get 100 stress token in return, but in 100 transactions. That was kind of a stupid idea I had at one point.
Yeah. That's more what I'm talking about. Nice, Joni. That's good shit.
And some other stuff. I had the VOI hating crew discussing VOI in the Algonauts Discord servers a while back, and they also made a couple of very good points. Like at the current price of the token, it's $25,000 to $30,000 to just completely buy out the network and install it. So there's definitely a centralization issue going on. We discussed that the last time, tied in strongly to liquidity. The price is so cheap that you can actually buy the entire network for I think $50,000 or $100,000. Another thing that's my concern, not, but currently it's good that Ludo is here also. Currently the Aramid token on the exchanges on Algorand has primarily US dollars to it. So when Algorand rises, the VOI price on Algorand drops like a stone. And since Algorand is making moves upwards and might peak in a couple of months, it'll vastly reduce the value of VOI, considering. I mean, the problem is an easy target to attract new users would be the people that are currently on Algorand, but they will stay away from VOI as much as they can, because converting Algo to VOI doesn't make sense. If Algo goes up, it won't drag VOI along with it. It'll just make VOI less valuable in relationship to Algorand. So that was another thing. And also, like, better centralization tracking. We should have a site compatible to ChainSpect, where you can you can clearly see what the centralization of the network is, so we can have a close eye on when it reduces and how we better to reduce it. So that were a couple of things that were on my mind.
Hey, Joni. Have you Have you any interest to join the VOI Council? Do you have any interest in anything like that?
I was asked
Have you
that,
applied?
but I don't know if I'll do that.
I think you'd be great. I think you'd be a great candidate.
I don't like responsibilities, to be honest. I just like to growl a lot.
You got some really good ideas. As a community member, I just want to acknowledge that.
I'm still considering. I also don't know if there's. I don't know if I want to be officially tied to VOI. Like, I like it most to be some quasi outside observer that I like to criticize, free to criticize stuff. I'm afraid, like, if I'm internally involved, I'm not as free to have criticisms or to. No. I don't know. I'm still considering it, but I think I'm not going to apply, as I see it now.
The reason I applied is so I can criticize more.
That's one way of looking at it.
I want more power to be able to criticize more and like not see the token going down. Like I want power to be able to say, hey, this is stupid. This is not going to the token price. You know, and I want to champion that kind of stuff and hold people accountable.
What would you get done though? You know, do you have any ideas, Taco, on how to implement fixes for what Johnny Bear has brought to our attention?
Yeah. Let's do it. Like there's a hackathon coming up. Let's get it done. Let's do stuff like this, like things that are going to bring on chain transactions. You still need users to use it, right? At the end of the day, whatever you build, you still need users to use it. But if it's good enough, we'll use it. I mean, look at Dorkfy. You built it and people use it, right? So, you know, and does that create on-chain transactions? I think so. But every time somebody does an action, so it's really good.
Johnny, you had some really good feedback there. Do you have any like ideas for solutions for addressing some of those things?
Another. I'm the problems stating guy. I'm not the solutions guy. You got the wrong bad there. But another thing I was wondering, like,
I'm the same, Joe.
I had another thing I forgot to mention. No, it slipped my mind again. Damn it. Yeah, coming back to the wormhole tokens, possibilities to. No, I got it. Sorry, I'm jumping. Another thing that was kind of criticized was a protocol, network protocol. Someone said, I'm not going to start coupling names to it, but someone said there, the VOI protocol hasn't gotten an upgrade in like 2 years or something. Is there any more clarity we can provide for the protocol? And I'm also wondering to what extent we can do something like wormhole tokens, like NTT wormhole, so we can bridge to more other chains for liquidity. I think liquidity is the major problem, but I don't really know how to solve it. It's also very hard to convince people to add liquidity to the chain, purely for the sense of, if you can install the network with 50,000 grand, no one will put 50 grand in it if you can buy it out for that amount. So I'm really clueless about how to do that. The add up for VOI was also an idea that was perhaps worth investigating. Yeah, the thing I explored a bit with Salmi and later was to what extent we could also do the airdrops to the active node addresses, but also in lockup context, so it doesn't get instantly sold. Something like that.
Yeah, these are good points, and I think that the network upgrade is well overdue at this point.
Also, like some more transparency of the original team is it's like I think it's a year, more than a year that I heard something of Benedict anymore. So people also wonder where they all went. It's good that Chris is still around, but
Yeah, Chris and Gov are still very active. Benedict is they meet. From my understanding, the three of them meet every day. Shanti is no longer a part of the block authority and hasn't been for quite some time. She had some personal issues that prevented her from participating at a certain point, and then she came back for a little and then decided to leave again.
yeah.
So it is, from my understanding, still Chris, Gov, and Benedict, but Benedict is less public about his involvement.
Who does our protocol engineering? Do we actually have competent people to do the protocol engineering?
Yeah, Henrik, and then I know Shelly does some of that work as well.
It would have been great to attract some of the awesome people that are running Algorand at the moment, but the impression I'm getting is Algorand employees and developers and protocol engineers there have a real big disdain for the VOI at this point. So I'm afraid that's not gonna happen soon. But it leaves us vulnerable. Yeah, we also can't afford to hire protocol engineers. So that's.
And by the way, for the record, I checked that if you buy with $15,000, you can get like 20 million of Aramid VOI, and this would not give you enough VOI to put the network down. So this number is somewhere much higher, I would say.
Mm-hmm.
Because mainly if you buy, you push the price up significantly.
Yep. Yeah. I
because of the slippage.
It's not a number I came up with. I'm just betting what I heard say that. But it's like good to have a perspective, an outside perspective how other people in Algorand view VOI. It's the reason that it would be nice to have something like a transparency website specifically devoted to such things, that if criticism comes up, it's easy to just point them to the true statistics and perhaps on-chain metrics. So no, that's not true. Here you can see the exact status of the network and how decentralized it is. So I think it's, if you want to onboard people, it would be super nice to have transparency of what is VOI, what happened. Like, it's better to paint a clear story about the botched launch than to have it like swept under the carpet. Yeah, transparency
Actually,
and trust is the major problem at the point. And the second problem is liquidity. And the one follows the other, but I think the establishing trust is something that comes first and liquidity follows after that.
Actually, I think if you go to VOI Rewards, I put it into chat, you can see the online stake there. So yeah, this $15,000, if you buy on Algorand and bridge to VOI, you get like 20 million, and it's quite a small amount regarding to 700 million that there is currently online. So, and this VOI Rewards basically gives you the overview.
Yeah, I know the site. I'm on it.
Stakers.
I'm a daily visitor on it.
Yeah. But do you think that this is kind of the transparency thing that you are looking
it
for,
should be
or no?
more visual. It should be more clear. And also, I tried to. I lost the link. And the last meeting, a committee meeting, someone shared the link for the VOI Network where you can look at the treasuries and the unlockings.
VOI Watcher.
Yeah, VOI
It's
Watchers. And
watcher.voi.network.
I
if I'm
took a
not
look at it, and it's not. I'm a stupid bear. Don't expect me to understand complex things, but that's the point. It should be very obvious, and it's pretty unclear what rewards, what treasury is reserved for what rewards, and who decides when it's unlocked. It could be much more visual, much more clearly explained. Yeah. Could you send the link
No,
again?
this is great feedback. Yeah, let me see if I can find it. I have it somewhere here.
So if anybody wants to steal my stress token idea for the hackathon, go right ahead. If you want, please do it on Algorand as well. Let's see if we can bring down the network.
I would co-sponsor that with you, and like if you sent me Joni I could hit up Dave and we could talk more about that and like maybe see if we get that done instead of the King of the Hill game. Just you're gonna have to explain like to me what you want accomplished and how it works and everything, and then yeah, I could submit something here, try to get something in to Dave and see if we can get that built. That's really good idea. I mean,
Oh, cool.
haven't heard
I'll hit you up with a DM
like
after.
on-chain transactions. Thanks, Wood.
Yeah, I'll try to summarize my idea. I proposed it once, like jokingly with Funk from Funk and Loot, but it never took off. But I can summarize what my idea of that would be, and I'll send you the DM if that would be awesome.
Yeah, and I'll just write it. Right, I'll like if I have to write something up, I'll just be the co-sponsor, and you'd be the main like idea maker guy that they would have to hit up.
I don't even need
I'd
credit.
give them. No, I'm not stealing anybody's stealing. Okay, no.
Oh, it's nice.
You're gonna get some credit.
I like the ideas to live
And
in
if
the
it makes
world.
money, then you're gonna get money. If it makes profit, then I guess you're gonna make money. I guess you don't have a choice in the matter. Came up with a good idea. Sorry about the noise in the background. We're cleaning our fryer.
Oh, no problem. I'll hit you up. I'm looking at the VOI Watchers site now. Yeah, it's also not exactly clear. You should have pie charts and clear explanations of what treasury will be unlocked when, who has authority over it, and the best thing would be to have as much as possible be in protocol, and so you have contracts that are immutable, so you know, like, to avoid the situation that Algorand now is in, where you have to back the foundation for supporting the nodes and to do the incentives. The incentives should be locked in protocol for like 10 years in advance or 15 years in advance. That's also another thing. I'll cease my ranting at this point.
No, it's good. It's good. And I'm taking some notes, and it's good because we got Scotty in here as well, who has been very active in trying to reinvigorate, some of these types of this type of transparency that you're asking about. I know that he's been working with the block authority a little bit to try to get some statements out and things like that as well about what happened to the block authority founding team and some of that stuff. So it's good. It's good feedback, and I think it does make a lot of sense to have I'm a dashboard guy too. Full transparency attached to things like the block rewards and all the things that are happening. So really appreciate the feedback.
Thanks for listening.
And if I'm not mistaken, this is recorded, so we can go back and take some notes on
I'm also
what,
recording I'm also doing a full recording of the session. So I'll upload it to my YouTube channel with pseudo videos right now.
Yeah, no, it's great. Sweet. Well, hey guys, I think we're about 10 minutes over. But yeah, if anybody else has anything that they want to jump up here and kind of talk about, feel free to pop in. I think the action items, just to kind of wrap it up, Taco was going to make a post on his Taco page, and I encourage anybody else to tweet or retweet the sign up form for the hackathon. Also trying to get into some people's DMs about being judges and participants in the hackathon. I think that have been about a handful of at this point, a handful of submissions and just one judge so far. So looking for some judges, and yeah, Johnny, if you're interested in judging, you've got some good critiques. You'd probably be a good judge as well. So
I'll
feel free to.
register for the judge, so you have one more. It's okay.
Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate it. That's awesome. Sweet. So I'll wrap things up, and it should be fun. And by this time next week, we'll know the outcomes of the hackathon, hopefully. All right. Thanks, guys. Appreciate y'all.
Have a good one.
Thanks. Bye.
You too. Thanks.
So that's what I do as a bed. I just growl the entire time with incomprehensible ranting. Then maybe something moves. But I think it's super sad what happened to VOI. What drew me to the network initially was a really decentralized chain where you have the protocol and infrastructure of Algorand that makes it possible for people to run consensus nodes at home. So you could easily scale this up to 10, 20, 30,000 nodes of people just running it from home and not being dependent on cloud providers and large data center infrastructures. The community aspect in regards to as opposed to Algorand, VOI has much more incentives reserved for running the network itself and providing support for developers. So that's that. Much less corporate bound, except for Aramid, that is kind of a company. There's not a lot of venture capital or banks involved or financial institutions. So it's really sad how it took a nosedive after its initial launch. I never was able to determine if it was bad intent. It feels like bad intent, but I never saw it. That's what I also try to push for in these meetings, to have more transparency. If you want this chain to take off, you really need to have to show people that it was a botched launch because of mistakes and not because of people trying to get money off of it or frauding you out of it. So yeah, I'll do this perhaps next week. We'll also see the results of the hackathon then. I'll make perhaps also a couple of videos about Algorand in general, defending my put it out token. That's a big failure on its own. So yeah, thanks for watching. I highly doubt anyone made it till here, but if you did, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next week.